All right, so 11.3 number 4 says log base 5 of the cube root of 5 is something, right? They actually told us it was a third, right? Yeah. But let's understand why it's a third. How about that? So this is log base 5 of 5 to some power, right? So how do I think of the cube root as 5 to a power? Square roots are half powers. Cube roots are, say that again, right? They're third power. Okay, now this thing's asking what power do I raise 5 to get a third? 5 to the 1/3? Ah, the power is a third there. Does that help a little bit? So when you're thinking on things like this, like say we had a different one that was something like log base 5 of 25 cube root, we might think to ourselves, okay, 25 is 5 squared, right? So I might say, okay, this is log, and basically I'm trying to express things in terms of the base, right? So I'm looking for 5 to the 5 squared cube root. Then I might say, okay, the cube root is the 1/3 power. So I could say this is log base 5 of 5 to the 2 to the 1/3. And then what's the rule I use to combine the powers? Yeah, I should multiply the exponents. So I should get that this is log base 5 of 5 to the 2/3. And then this thing's asking, right, what power of 5 is 5 to the 2/3? Right? Just answer that question. Not 1/3, but
5. 1/3 and 5.
I'm asking, what power of 5 is 5 to the 2/3? 2/3, right? Does that make sense? It's really just what exponent do I put on 5 to get 5 to the 2/3? 2/3. Right, so once I've kind of re-expressed in terms of my base, I can just pull the power off. One thing you could think of is that this object, log base 5, and 5 raised to the 2/3, these guys really cancel when the 2/3 falls down. They only cancel when the bases are the same, though. Does that make sense? So when this is log base 5 and when this is when the base on your exponent is 5, then you can cancel them. That's really because those things are inverse functions.
So what happens if like the log split up in the base?
What's that?
What happens if like the log split up in the base?
Yeah, so like what I started with here, where the log was base 5 and this thing was 25. Yeah, I have to convert somehow. So I need to be able to think about this thing in terms of 5s. To get a clean evaluation on a logarithm, or to get a clean number out at the end, you're going to have to be able to express somehow in terms of the base. If I ask you what log base 2 of 3 is, you're going to have a hard time getting something for that. It's an irrational number, you're not using a fraction. Does that help a little bit with fractions?